Joining in. My name is Maggie Mulutsi. My name is Maggie Mulutsi, joining you all the way from Johannesburg, South Africa. It is starting to get a bit warmer, so I am getting excited about that. I prefer warmth than cold. Unlike you, I would Naftaly, who is in the very, very cold Bloemfontein. I'm not alone today. I am with Naftaly, and I am with Carol and everybody else who is in the Zoom. Thank you so much for joining. We welcome you. We are very excited about today because today is the day when we look back at that month of the Power Hour, just trying to see how effective is this thing. Does it really work? Should we or should we not continue with this thing? That's what today is all about, right? So those of you who have done your Power Hour, I hope you are ready to speak to us. This is very interactive, right? We want to speak about it. We want to encourage each other. We want to see what's working, what's not working. Where should we tweak this thing? Be encouraged also about other people's activities, understand how they were doing it, share with us how you are doing it. If you didn't do it, it's okay. You can even tell us why you didn't do it, and let's see how we can help you to get started on your Power Hour, because we believe that it is a very powerful tool to get you started and going in your business. It's a very beautiful tool to help you build that habit and that discipline of actually doing your business, working your business. Okay, so thank you so much. I welcome Abiola Skumbule, okay, Naftaly, Seka, Basi. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get started. I just want to give a quick recap, Abuti, about what the Power Hour is all about, because we've got some people who are in here who said, oh, what are you talking about? I didn't even know about this challenge. What are you saying? So just going to give a quick recap so that when we start talking about our experience with this Power Hour, you know what we're talking about if you were not part of the Power Hour before. And again, I'm going to reiterate that none of us here are experts, right? We are not experts. We are work in progress. When we come up with this training and we come up with these challenges, it's because we are challenging ourselves. We are saying, what can we do to move forward in this business? And then we come and we share it together. We see what's working, what's not working. So please don't treat us as experts. We are all in this together. If you've got a topic that you want us to talk about, that you've been struggling with, just let us know. And we'll put something together, we get together and we start talking about it, okay? So today is about talking. So please use the chat, raise your hand, whatever it is that you want to say, let's talk so that we can add value to each other and our businesses, all right? So let's just do a quick squeeze at this so that you get a quick view of what we're talking about. So what we started on, I just want to move these things out of the way because they're disturbing me. All right. We said that a lot of the time, we are in the network marketing business, right? Some people are not in this business because we extended the challenge to anybody and everybody who's in business, because I believe it can work for anybody, So we're saying that sometimes we are this unproductive. You are in this business, you've been doing it for a while, and you're thinking, what am I doing? So sometimes our days are unproductive because we just don't know what to do, right? And you're thinking, if I knew what to do, I would do it. How many times do we say that? If I knew what to do, I would do it. So we want to see, now that we knew what to do, did we do it? I remember when we were growing up, I grew up, we were staying in the garage, in the back rooms, right? And I hated washing dishes. And because, and then my excuse was that if we had a sink, I think I would love washing dishes, because now I have to boil water and then put water in a little dish and then wash these things. If I had a sink, I was going to buy that drying rack and then I was going to wash the dishes, just open the tap. I thought it was easy. Guess what? Even today, I don't like washing dishes. So, so now we want to know, if you knew what to do, would you actually do what you had to do? Right? So we said that we don't have good business building habits. We don't have the good behaviors in place. And therefore, we end up wasting a lot of time on unimportant activities that are not fruitful, right? So we thought, okay, no, let's change this. Let's give ourselves something to do. So we introduced the Power Hour. Come on. We introduced the Power Hour, where we said that we just need to dedicate 1 hour. Because sometimes people say that, but I work full time. I don't have time for this business. How many of you have had prospects that said to you, I don't have time for this? And we said, no, you know what? It does not have to be complicated, because our business is really not that complicated, right? We said, it doesn't have to be complicated, just dedicate 1 hour. 1 hour each day, and no excuses. Show up every day for your hour, connect with your customers, your prospects and distributors, and you're thinking, how do I connect with these people? What do I do in this hour? We said, don't worry, we are going to show you what to do in this hour, because we know that this hour is going to allow you to, oh, my mouse. Okay, that would Naftaly. Oh, Lord, I don't know. Just beep, beep, beep. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, there we go. It's going to allow you to have time for your business, even if it is 1 hour. What I always say that is, if you are full-time employed, right? If you could spend 1 hour a day in your business, you could make it in this business. You could be a Vivian, you know. Okay. And we said, why don't you treat it like a job? What we mean is that when people say, it's a business, treat it like a job, because you show up for your job without fail, because you know, no work, no pay. So you show up for your job. So we said, treat it like a job so that you can show up, right? So that's what we're saying in that hour. And then we said, split your hour into manageable 15 minutes. And we told you what to do in those 15 minutes. Because we're saying we are going to launch you to success in 15 minutes. You know, we are launching the revenue rocket, you know, using fancy words, right? So we said 15 minutes for prospecting, 15 minutes you show the opportunity, which means you are showing your business, whether, however you choose to do it, right? We went into the detail of what you could do. Then we had 15 minutes where you just follow up on whoever you have to follow up with. And then you must first spend the last 15 minutes building your online presence, because we believe that building online is the way to go today, right? So that's what we said. And then we said, okay, let's launch this thing by challenging each other to do something, right? So we said find that 60 minutes in your day, eliminate distractions, and then get going. Hi, man, this thing's going back. Oh. We said, keep track of what you're doing, and you'll see the importance of that as we're going through the review now. Keep track of what you're doing. What activity did you do on what day? What time are you spending on what? We know it's 15 minutes, but keep track daily, right? And then we give ourselves a challenge that says for 30 consecutive days, Mensa, 30 consecutive days, you are going to do your power hour, because we said an hour a day builds a stronger payday. So let's see what we have been doing, right? I called on people to say, hey, come and tell us about your experience in this power hour. You know, you made it, you didn't make it, whatever it is, we want to talk about it. So it's open for you guys on YouTube. It's open, not YouTube, on Facebook, not YouTube. On Facebook, it's open for you. It's open for the people who are in the Zoom session to discuss this thing, to say, how did this thing actually work out for you? All right. So, and remember, when we called on people to talk about this, we are live on Facebook, right? And this is going to go, woo, and everybody's going to see you on Facebook, and your business is going to go boom. We hope. All right. So I've got my review, and I've got my team ready to speak about our experiences. Please, as we ask the questions, if you've got the answer, raise your hand, tell us your experience, and we will allow you to speak. On Facebook, put it on the comments. I'll keep looking onto the Facebook comments. It is so true. We show up for our jobs exactly without fail, because we know that when we don't work, we don't get paid. However, when we come to network marketing, we want to get paid without showing up. And then let's say that people are lucky, but they were just showing up for their business. So the power hour was to get you to show up for your business just for 1 hour. We show up for our business for 8 hours. 8. Okay, right. Yes, I did say Mensa. All right, so I've got some questions that we are going to talk about this power hour. For me, it was an amazing experience. I had some challenges. We'll talk about my challenges. Maybe some people had it smooth sailing, but it's good to talk about our challenges, right? Because when we go into this challenge, we go in wholeheartedly saying, I'm going to do this 120%. I remember Abu Naftaly, and you know, every time I don't do something, I think about him. When he says, when I start something, I finish it. And I'm thinking, oh my word, all right, I better finish this, right? Okay. So Abu Naftaly, thank you so much. I just want to start with a specific question for anybody in here. I'm going to give my response. He's going to give his response. Anybody else who wants to give their response, please. My panel, Carol, you better show up. I saw you earlier.
Oh, Maggie, you're still around.
Yes.
I think your internet is unstable, or is it mine? I don't know.
Is anybody else struggling to hear me? Welcome, Tanya.
We can hear you. It's just you breaking, but we can hear you. Yes.
Word. Okay, Carol, you better show up. Why is your screen off? Aha, that's it. Okay. So this is the panel, right? We're going to talk about our experiences, right? We embraced this challenge. We said we're going to do it. Did we actually do it? Okay. First question. I think we should just answer. Okay, whoever wants to answer. If you've got a question, if you don't have, you can just say pass, right? So was there a specific goal that you were hoping to achieve by saying yes to this challenge?
Maggie, I think I will go first.
Okay.
And I just want to greet everyone as well. Welcome to the session here on Zoom, and also my Facebook followers. I see they are there, they are watching. So
awesome.
I greet you all, and I hope you are well. Winter is almost over. Maggie, you see I'm coming out now with our colors.
I
am, and I'm at least it's getting better now. You see, I'm not wearing a jacket today. So I'm so excited. So I hope that everyone is happy. Those who we like summer, we are here now, we are happy. Those who like winter, your time now is coming to an end. We are changing seasons. So Maggie, yes, when I started, I'm going to go to I'm having my, what is this thing? My spreadsheet, because you guys, you said you are writing with a pen. I use spreadsheet. So I put your questions here, and I'm going to answer the first one. As you said, my aim was the specific goal I had was to actually to revive my business by getting my the distributors to be active, and also to get fresh blood into my team. So that is the goal that I had when I start with the Power Hour.
Awesome. Did you have a specific goal, Carol, when you started? You are muted, I think. Carol, you're muted.
I'm so sorry. Yes. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I was Maggie. You know, when we started, the specific goal that I actually had was more or less the same as I would Naftaly. I wanted to revive my group. That was my first thing that I wanted to do. And after that, try to get myself visible out there, because that is something that we were not doing, so that we can attract and show these people that we have this mind that we're sitting on and that we're not seeing. So even if I were to sign in one person a week, or even one person, or even two, in 2 weeks, that would have been enough for me.
And I saw those new members coming in from you. So yeah, some of those goals were achieved. I saw that. Right. So for me, I think one of them is similar to your Abu Naftaly. I really wanted to bring new blood into the business, and just get people into the business. And another thing was for me to bring more discipline to myself, because I'm always busy in this business. I'm always busy. But what am I busy with? Just bringing in that focus and discipline in what I need to do daily, especially on the money-making activities, so you tend to do. And one thing that I wanted to do religiously was this follow-up thing, because I'm not very good at that. That's where I am failing, actually. So for me, it was really to bring discipline into my daily method of operating and to bring people into the business. If anybody else wants to share, they said that we are such a powerful group of individuals. Aren't you happy, guys? We are powerful. Watch this space, sister. Watch this space. You're going to see that power. As we are dedicated to this power, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We are really in this. Okay. Melba says, let's work. Long Reach has money. Yes, absolutely. 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 Thank you so much. So now the second question was, we spoke about the structure of the Power Hour, the 15, 15, 15, gave the different tasks. Did you actually just follow that as is to the T, or did you adjust it to suit your own personality, to suit your way, the way you do your own things? And you said, you know what? Or you said, I'm just going to do it as is. How did you go about it?
Right. I did it as it is, Maggie, 15, 15, 15. Even though some days they were overlapping a bit, but my structure was 15, 15, 15.
Me too, 15, 15, 15. Carol?
I also stick to the 15, 15, 15, but you know, sometimes you get so consumed in the hour, you end up even going to 2 hours without even realizing, because once you're in, like it's just consumed you into this mode of just pushing and pushing and pushing. But yeah, that was the plan most of the time, 15, 15.
Yeah.
Especially when you find that your day was busy and you just wanna do something and not let a day pass. So you stick to 1 hour, to that 1 hour, 15, 15, 15. But when you've got that energy, you just go beyond the 15 minutes.
Yeah, awesome. So I'm just checking also. Yeah, Pulani says busy does not mean that you're productive. Yes, that's what that's why I actually took this one on. All right. So another question is, did you have one specific time that I'm gonna do it at this time all the time, and how did that work for you? Anyone?
I did not actually have one fixed time, because my schedule for Monday is not like the schedule for Friday. I am busy on different times each day, so I had to put my calendar up, and I had to adjust on the times that I know by this time I will be free to be able to look at my business. Then I put that on my calendar, and actually I set up reminders there that 10 minutes before that time, it will remind me that, hey, your power hour will start in 10 minutes. Then I will have to prepare to stop whatever I'm doing in order to go. And if I can't do it that time, because maybe that what I'm doing is more, is still keeping me so busy, I will have to adjust that time there and there and say, let me move it to the front so that I don't totally forget about it. So I don't snooze that. I don't dismiss that alert. I actually push it forward to say, no, let me push it another 30 minutes in front, so that I don't say it is started, but I'm still busy with other things, because we need to dedicate that hour to what we're supposed to do.
Wow. And you know, this guy is very disciplined. I mean, I just want you to share, Abu Naftaly, when you say you took out your calendar, I remember you even sent a screenshot of that calendar. Remember, we just want to help that person that says, I want to start, but I don't know how to go about this. How do I keep the discipline? With that calendar, was it a Google calendar? What calendar were you using? Because you sent me a screenshot of that calendar.
I just put it on my phone. I'm not sure which one, but I think my phone is connected to my Google account. So, but I use the normal calendar on my phone, then I schedule that. And I just put it for 30 days, and it was until the last day. Then thereafter, I had to adjust it per day, because if you set it once for that period, you repeat every day, it's easy. Then I had to go in and edit each day for specific hours in a week. Then that is how I made it.
Okay, so that is how you set up your starting of this challenge, and it worked for you. And so Carol, did you have a specific time?
Yes, I did. I had 7 to 8 during the week, Monday to Thursday, as I wouldn't have tell it. Say Friday, it was a bit easy, because you knock off very early, around 3:30. You home at 4, and then it starts somewhere when you get home. So after gym, when I get home, take a shower, and then I sit on my power hour. So 7 to 8 was time that I was dedicated for my power hour.
That was in the evening, right?
That is in the evening, yes.
Okay, so I chose 10 p.m. Okay. And I had huge challenge. Okay, I'll talk about my challenges when I get to the challenges. I chose 10 p.m. My thinking behind it was that, okay, the kids are asleep at that time, definitely. And that's a time when I will really have time, because I find that even with the other business activities, I've got my onboarding calls on Monday. And like, it can be anytime. I don't want to get people when I do my meetings with other people, I don't want them to be too late in the evening. So I'd rather push myself out. And then when everything has come down, everybody's quiet, then I start with my power hour. That was my thinking. So I chose 10 p.m. Okay. And then, so let's quickly just get to the numbers and get them out the way. If you've got the numbers, if you don't have the numbers, please, it's okay. I mean, I just quickly put my numbers together. I would Naftaly because he's a spreadsheet man. We know that he's going to have his numbers on just like this. So Rona, who are still manual, we still had to go and count, So I would Naftaly the numbers for the 30 days. The first number, what are the total number of days that you did?
Where are we now? Are we on number 4? Ne?
Number 4, yeah. But I'm looking at number 4 or 4.
Okay, number 4. The first on adding or prospecting.
No. The fourth question, the total number of days. Number 4 or 4.
Oh, you mean the days on that one?
Yeah. How many days?
My total days. My total days I did was 22.
22. Okay.
Yeah, I did 22 for all of those.
All right. And Carol, have you got your days?
I was sitting on 20 days.
20 days. Okay. Does anybody else want to share their days? Because I think I don't want to share mine. My total days were 17 days. Okay. Why are we sharing this though? We said we're going to do a 30-day challenge, right?
Yeah.
And we said every single day consecutively, we're going to sit down and do this. Do you want to share with us the days that you didn't do? What stopped you from doing it on those particular days? What happened? Because we had it all set up. We want to do this. What happened on those days?
Maggie, from my side, I almost burned out at some stage, and I had to take a rest. My days are not really. I did well from the beginning, and somewhere I had a burnout almost. Then I had to take a break, but that break was not just to sit and do nothing. I was still doing other things, but not really. I didn't have time for the power hour that specific days. But when I was back, because it needs focus, for you to look at on my spreadsheet and interact with these members that I'm gonna give you the values shortly. It is not easy. It burned me out because I was not prepared for such a thing, and I had to adjust. We normally say we hit the ground running, so I hit the ground on a very fast pace, so I could not hold on. At some stage, my body it was giving up on me. And said, no, you just had too much.
Okay. All right. Pulani also did 14 days. I'm reading from Facebook. She did 14 days consecutively. Then she had to travel the country and back in it since Monday. So she started again on Monday. Thank you, Pulani. Well done on that. Carol, what were your challenges? Why could you not do the 30 days consecutively?
I think when we started, I've started 3 days or 4 days after the start time.
Yes,
I was behind from the date. And so being a mother, sometimes it gets tiring. Then you don't even have time when you have a sick child that you have to look after. But as Naftaly had said, that it's not like the day passed without you doing anything. It's just that space or that time that you allocate yourself to that 1 hour, that no disturbances, no nothing. I just want to focus on my business. That's how you did something, but you didn't actually focus on the hour. You just maybe followed up only, or you just try to find some prospects and that's it. So it's just family challenges here.
Yeah, I think my experience was very similar as well. I mean, when we started, it was like, yeah, we're moving this thing. It's going, it's going. And I think one of my biggest challenges was the late nights. Okay. Sometimes I was very exhausted and I thought, I mean, sometimes I would fall asleep, literally, okay, maybe I'm not being very productive, maybe. So I think I just didn't choose the right time. And we did that training with Jessie Lee.
Yeah.
And I found it very intense. We did that 5-day training, the recruiting boot camp. So it was quite intense. So that week was actually my bad week, because after that we actually had to do some homework and all that. And yeah, and I every time I didn't do it, like I was checking the days when I didn't do it, just like, oh, I'm so exhausted. I would put a note in so that I remember why I wasn't doing it, And I think it just speaks to also knowing that we know that we need to put in an hour into our business, right? And we need to start finding a convenient time for us to do that. Yes, we are parents. Yes, we are working full time. But when you think about it, out of those 24 hours, if we go back and reflect on the times when we did not do it, we need to look back and see how can we adjust so that, honestly, put in an hour. And yes, I know that even in that hour, I can also say that the fact that I did not do the power hour does not mean I did not work on my business. I was following up on those people who were responding to me on messages. I was following up on them. I just did not dedicate that time that we had said we are going to do the stuff on. But I was responding to my messages. I was setting up the training. I was engaging with my team. I was doing all those things. So if you think about it, and there are times when I said to myself, but doesn't that count towards my power hour? The times when, so as such, every time when I go into my journal to put in my notes, I start by putting in everything that I did for my business, so that I don't start thinking that I did not do anything because I did not do the power hour. So I did put a note of what did I do. I spoke to so-and-so, I encouraged so-and-so, I did this for this person, I did that, I went to the shops to the stockists to collect the stuff. So I do put the things that I did to show that I was not completely detached from my business, but I did not commit to the power hour. But I must say, many times I was tempted to say, I've put in my time, But remember, this was really to focus on those activities that we know are part of reviving and building the business. Okay, so anybody else who had challenges?
I see Leah on Facebook. She did 10 days.
Oh, awesome.
And yeah, she did 10 days. And then she said, she will continue with the challenge on month-to-month basis, and until she's actually consistent in the challenge, and she will implement some of the great tips that we have been sharing. And she's very happy. She's very grateful of what she has learned so far.
Awesome. It's very encouraging. I think I love the challenge, this power hour. It really keeps us connected to our business. You start feeling bad when you're not doing this, because it's very easy to not do anything in your business and just relax. And then at the end of the month, you think, oh, but I didn't make so much money, and you feel bad, but you have lost the time. We don't want to be losing time anymore, Okay. And then, so from there, you did 22, I wouldn't have said
2022, yes.
Of the 22 days, right? Let's see that even if we didn't do the whole 30 days, what this did for your business, right? How many prospects were added on your prospect? So we look at the 4 slots, 15, 15, 15, 15. Okay.
Yeah.
The first 15 prospecting, how many prospects were added onto your list?
I have added 142 prospects on my list, yes.
And that is in 22 days. You're going to tell us how you did that, by the way. So you also understand our different strategies so that you can see which one you would like to go for those who are watching, those who are not sharing, but are saying that, you know what, I also want to know how it's done, right? So Abu Naftaly got 142. You said 100?
Yeah, 142.
He got 142 people in 22 days added onto the prospecting list. Remember, that prospecting list is your database. That is the lifeline of your business. That's your pipeline. When you say, what have you got in the pipeline? The people that you can still go to and speak to about your business. That is something that needs to be an active prospecting list that you are adding onto every single day. Now imagine just in 22 days of focus on your business, you've got 142 extra people. He's going to tell us how we did it, but let's get the numbers. Anybody else who did the challenge, you can tell us what you've got on your, how many people you got on your list, added onto your prospecting list throughout the challenge. And for you, Carol, did you manage to get the numbers together? I know we are writing with our hands. Did you manage to get your numbers?
You know, me and you, we are not on spreadsheet, so you might do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I actually had to go.
About
how many?
Move with the trends and start using technology.
So I didn't get that.
I think they, let's see, about 50.
50, okay. So Carol got 50. I got 45.
Yeah.
I got 45. All right. Okay. Now I got 45 people in 17 days. Carol got 50 in 20 days. Naftaly got 142 in 22 days. Now we all approach this thing differently, right? And you need to choose what's going to work for you, right? About Naftaly, how did you get people onto your list? Who are you reaching out to, and how are you reaching out to them? Not necessarily reaching out to people, but how did you get people, or how did you get people onto your list? Yeah, where were you going to get people on your list?
Right. There are two things in this, Maggie. You either have the time or you have the money.
Yes.
So you can't tell me you don't have both.
Mm-hmm.
You must
one
decide.
Or the other or both.
You must have one of the two, or you have both. You cannot tell me I have not even both. I don't have. Then it means you don't need to be alive. Then you're supposed to bury you last week. So I had to pay Facebook to get me those people to look for me. Yes, I used Facebook ads.
All right. So I would definitely use Facebook ads. Maybe one day, if he is so kind, he will do training on that, but I don't promise anything. He used Facebook ads and he got huge numbers, right? They kept him busy. When he says that he got, he got burnt out, that it's probably because of that campaign that he ran on Facebook.
Yes.
Right? He ran a very compelling campaign. I think you used that for every rand that you spend, right? As part of a campaign.
Yeah. I had to stop it. I had to stop it because I was not going to keep up, because the number of people contacting me was just overwhelming. So I said, let me stop it, and then I try to manage what I have, because it doesn't help. I'm going to have 1 million people, but I cannot talk to them. Then I had to suspend it. They say, no, wait, pause, wait, give me time to recover. Otherwise, I will be buried.
Okay, no, awesome. So, but you'll notice what is common there. I also use Facebook, but I didn't do paid ads, which is why I took long. I mean, where's my book? Me and my book. So you would find that on a day, like on a good day, I would add 3 people on a good day, because what I did is I go to Facebook and I make connections with people on Facebook. The idea is to create relationships. So that takes time. You go into a profile, you check them out, you see, are they aligned to what you want to do in business? They've got the same value type thing. What are they up to? I used to take time checking that out, and then I would connect with the people, ask for a friend request or whatever it is. That's how I did it. And then I also responded to some friend requests. And remember, when you respond to a friend request, it's not just accept. When I've just accepted, for me, you are not on my prospecting list. A person that's going to go on my prospecting list is somebody that I have connected with and they have responded back to me. So when I respond to the Facebook request, I accept it and I send a message, and in that message, it is got a call to action that they are going to respond back to me. When they respond back to me, they are part of my prospecting list. We have created a connection. I love that actually. I'm not sure if you picked it up, Naftaly, when we did Jessie Lee's training, when she said that We like saying that people on Facebook are cold prospects.
Yeah.
We make them warm by connecting and just having some sort of interaction with them. So if you just accept that friend request, they're still a cold prospect.
Yeah.
But the minute they respond to you, rest assured they've gone to check out your page and they are interested in what you're doing. Okay, so that's how I did it. Carol, how did you get people onto your list?
You know, at first I didn't know how to begin, you know, prospecting, and I started looking into the groups of the people that I'm, you know, the groups that I'm in on Facebook, and I started doing those interactions, you know, sending a DM, just hi, and especially, you know, those ones that goes, guys, I'm looking for this and this and this, and you just go to their page and see what kind of people they are, and I start DMing you, and once you respond back, then I hit you with a business proposal. So I prospect like that, and I only started doing my Facebook ads. I used to have a page, but I was not doing the ads like I used to. So I went back to it, I think last week, Friday. So I started doing those Facebook ads, and it's paying off because you have been busy just responding to those feedback from Facebook, from my Facebook page.
On Facebook, they are powerful. And we've got Basi on Facebook who also said that she hasn't done, I think that she or he, I'm not sure, hasn't done much. It's the first time that they are attending the Power Hour meeting, the challenge, the Power Hour challenge meeting. And he understands that it is doable and they're going to start. Yes, please do, please do, please do, please do. It is absolutely powerful. It is powerful. Okay, yeah. Right. So we all did our prospecting differently. So you can do that and get your numbers. Now, the second thing on the second 15 minutes was to show the business, right? Show somebody something. Either you are inviting them to a presentation, but the idea is for them to know, to be called in to see something about your business, right? So Abu Naftaly, how are you doing that one? I mean, so numbers first. How many people did you show the business?
All those that are on my list, I've shown them the business. Yeah.
Perfect. And then Elsie, Carol?
All of them. All of them.
Okay. I've got more on show the business because I went to my other list, because now I'm prospecting on Facebook, but then I went to my phone and started going through my phone. I'm actually still working through. I've got thousands of contacts. So I'm working down my contacts. And how I was doing it is I would send my contacts a message, you know, lovely message I crafted. And if I would you from Eric Worre, you know, give them context. And then if I send you this, remember I've got that 8-minute, that reminds me, I owe Pulani that video. Oh, she's gonna say, yeah, you've got it. I've got that 8-minute video that gives a brief intro to our business, right? Without taking too much of your time. So what I would do is send a message. Hi, Carol. If I haven't, because some people I haven't spoken to for a while, indeed. It's been a while. I hope you've been well. I'm not sure how you've been doing in these difficult times, or if you have been feeling that financial pinch as well. You know what? If you are interested, I've got this. If I send you a video that's 8 minutes long, would you watch it? Okay. So my first thing was to say that I sent many. Oh, I think I sent that 57, but not all responded.
Yes.
Okay. So, but the first thing was to send those things. And then when they say yes, then I sent that YouTube link. That is what I did. Carol, how are you showing? If you don't have an answer, remember, we can just move through because we are actually almost out of time. Yeah. How are you showing your business? Your numbers. Oh, you said you gave me the numbers. You gave me the numbers. Okay, let's move on.
She gave us.
I'm losing myself here. I'm losing myself. Follow
that's
up.
Why Maggie, you need a spreadsheet. because those people that you are speaking to them on your phone, you must put them on your spreadsheet.
You'll be happy to say, to know that my idea was that at the end of the month, I will capture, ne, and be a real admin person. Ne. You'll be happy to know that today I started. I was hoping to have my spreadsheet ready for this meeting and I can show it, but it was taking too much time. So I went to my book and I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I am going to capture them because it does make sense. And it's helping me as well. When I go back to my spreadsheet, oh, I didn't follow this one up. Oh, this one said, so yeah, I am putting them on my spreadsheet now. So it will go from book to spreadsheet. Okay.
Perfect.
And then follow up. I've got 36 on my list. What? How many have you got, Abu Naftaly?
My follow-up is continuous. All those people, I'm engaging with them almost every week. The 142, I'm on them. Almost every week, I will send them something. Now, I've realized some of them, they block me, but I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you're fine with that. We can deal with that.
Yeah, I can handle that because it's easy to. If someone block you, then I leave that comment like that. Whenever they unblock me, they will find the message there. So then, but I still make follow-ups with the rest of the members that are there. And then I also started now to re-invite them actually to follow my page.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, I changed. I don't want to be following them, always sending them the message. So once in a week, maybe I will drop them a message to find out if they're doing well. But now I'm redirecting my follow-up to actually get them to my Facebook page where I can engage with them with the content that they will read it at their own time, because on the inbox, I will not be on their inbox every day. They are going to waste my time. My time is valuable.
Yeah, that's quite clever, because that's really what we want to do. We want them to pull them into a platform where they will always see information. So that is actually a strategy that we should all be using. When he says his time is valuable, indeed it is. You want to share once and everybody can see that, right? So he has chosen to use Facebook as his platform, his Facebook page as his platform. If you check most of his posts now, they actually redirect you to his page, because he knows that that is where I am going to be building my business. So you need to be so intentional about what you are doing. And if you want to see results, that is part of building systems. When people say, I've got a system that I'm working with, those are the type of things. His system was to prospect by going onto Facebook ads, pay for them, get the people attracted. The people call him. They come to say, I'm interested in what you've got to offer. Once he's got them, then he wants to say, you people are going to be my followers. And when that following grows, every time we have a session, he says to me, Maggie, tag my page. Why? Because he wants his followers, his prospects that he paid for, by the way.
Yes.
To be there and see the content. So be intentional about what you're doing. Watch this space. We're going to be talking to this guy in a year, and you will see how this is changing. So we are building from scratch. We are doing things differently. You are not just leaving your business to chance. You are intentionally putting in systems that are going to change your business. Well done, Abuti. I really like that. Okay. So on my follow-up, really, I've just been looking back to the people that I have been talking to, and then I go back and I say, have you watched the video? I'm script oriented, so I like Eric Worre's script. What did you like best about it? Just connecting with people like that on my follow-ups. So I've got 36 of those, and some of those people that I'm following up is that the people, my distributors. I know Carol has got a good testimony about that, following up on your distributors, people who have been lying dormant in your business. Right. Carol, do you want to speak a bit about that one? People who are lying dormant in your business and what the following up does.
Yes. When you know that you've got a team of people that you know they were very active, and then when things started going down, and they also stopped. So once when we started building from scratch, I went back to them, especially after we started doing the power hour, and we were starting to make things easy and say, okay, I used to just sit and not know what to do. So now here's this a system that we can use to say that just 1 hour a day, do this, do this, do this. And that made me, you know, when I started going through my contacts and I said, but I have this person as part of my group. And he used to be very, very strong. Let me just speak to these people and tell them that we're starting again. We're starting from scratch. We'll be doing things right this time around. Please listen to this. I will share with them all these communications, all these videos, all these things that we're doing in the group, and say, please just be in the meeting just once, and then you will see what I mean. And, you know, me talking about it, every day when I see them, I talk, you know, this whole hour thing, you just gotta keep quiet. Like when you just talk and talk and talk and talk. And I've seen that they're starting to hear me. I even see others starting to put it on their statuses now. They, you know, on Facebook, when you see that it's on their pages, and kind of like, okay, they're actually hearing me. And most of them, they started maintaining their accounts. Now we even, you know, recruiting and signing people. So I'm excited.
Yes, I saw that. I saw that. The business is in motion again. That is powerful. What I like about what Carol said is that what I like about what Carol just said is that she used the power hour to go back to the people to say, I've got a plan.
Yeah.
This is what we are going to do. Remember, we said sometimes people are not productive because they don't know what to do. And when she did that, people said, okay, I can do this. That is a powerful strategy that she used there. So please go back to your people. And then she used her own power hour, the follow-up, the 15 minutes for following up, to go back to them with a plan this time and said, let's try it differently.
Yes.
Now we know what we need to do. And that is working for her. So please think about those things to reignite life into your business. Okay. All right. So I just want to now speak about the challenges. We've touched on them about why we did not finish the entire 30 days. So it was the challenges that we had. I'm not sure if there's anything else.
We're not done. We're not done with the numbers. You did not talk about the building online.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't, because I don't have spreadsheets, so I didn't keep that one. Okay. Tell us. So we had the fourth 15 minutes, which is building online, right? Naftaly, do you have numbers on that one?
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah,
this is like increasing your online presence and just
yes, increasing that visibility.
Yes, yeah.
Because if you are having a business and you are not marketing it, you know the story, Maggie. You're like that guy in the dark who's busy with his eye, but the lady cannot see what he's doing.
And he's busy.
Yeah, he's busy winking the eye, but it's only him who knows what he's doing. So that is having a business and you're not marketing your business.
I see.
So just from my solution page, Maggie, that I always say, don't tag my personal page, tag my business page, because that is the page where I'm going to engage with my followers. And I when I started with the Power Hour, I had approximately 350 followers on that page. And today, when I checked now, when you send me these questions to answer, my page is standing and at 1,200 followers.
Wow. In a month, you got about 900 extra followers.
Yes, if they don't believe, they can go and look at it. Look at what is written on my screen now, and then you go and search on Facebook, and you will go and take a screenshot if you don't believe. Because some people about Thomas, they only believe when they see. Unfortunately, when we started, I did not show you the status of the page, but if you can go and see on the what is this thing, analytics of Facebook, it will show you where the growth that is there is within 30 days. It's not something that has been there for a long time. The percentage is going to almost 300 and something. It's spiking up.
Wow. Let's talk about what that means for your business.
That is something that I've never thought about that, Maggie.
Okay.
I never thought that.
Let me tell you what it means for your business, right?
Yes.
This means that you've got more eyeballs on your business.
Yes.
This means that that page needs to be so packed with value that you are giving to the people.
Yes.
you've got an extra 900 people that you could possibly convert and bring into your business.
That's true.
Which means now you need to be intentional about what you are doing on your Facebook page.
It's true.
Which is why it is good that you attended Jessie Lee's training.
Yes.
Because she has given us powerful tools on how to recruit. And all those activities, when you are doing them now, you know that you've got about 1.2 people looking at that.
Yes. Maggie, you see, in life, there are no coincidences. Someone who's watching us now or is here in the Zoom call with us now, it's not a coincidence. And those who are not here is also not a coincidence. They were not meant to be here. So, you know, when we started the 30-day, this thing of the 1 power hour challenge, we did not know that Jessie Lee will come on the last week of the power hour.
No, we didn't.
But the systems is, once you take a decision that I'm going to do things right, or I'm going to a certain destination, as before, you remember Gerald came and he said, once you know the destination, the vehicle will show up. So that is part of the process. If now I'm worried about people that really don't embrace the process. There's a time for planting and there's time for reaping. So if people don't respect the process, then they are going to say this system does not work. But if you just dedicate yourself and say, what do I hear today out of this call that we have now? What is that take-home moment? What is it that I'm collecting for myself from this meeting? And you go and work on that one thing that you have taken from here. That one thing will lead you to the next thing.
Yes, absolutely.
And a year from now, you will actually remember that all started on this day, the 8th of August, 2023, that you won't forget it, because you are going to be a person that is now mindful of everything because you are getting involved. But if you just connect 5 minutes, then you disconnect, then you go and sleep, you wake up in the morning, you connect again, you can't sleep like you're competing with dead people. Please. Thank you, Maggie.
I want to read something that I wanted to post. It's something that was posted on Robert Kiyosaki's thing. Let me see if something's related to what you're saying. He said that there's no magic formula to success. Start small and focus. And focus saying, follow one course until success.
True.
Until successful. That's what he
Yes.
says. So just speaking to what you're saying, that this business, if you want this business to work, you know, unfortunately, we know a lot of people who've made money in network marketing by really, when they got into the business, when there was a real big hype, and Carol can attest to that when she says that, I mean, she always says that it was so easy to rank up, you know, but when things quieted down, it's no longer about that. And people say network marketing does not work because we did not learn the right way to do things. And when Naftaly says, trust and respect the process, that's where we're going. I've heard Vivian say that allow the business to grow organically. When somebody says that to you, do you even understand what they're saying? So it means that the process is so simple, but it's so repetitive that you must just keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And I think that's where I got a bit, you know, this is just so boring, you know, because it is. It is not exciting, and it is not complicated. So I have to remind myself, trust the process, follow the process, simplify things for yourself. So what is very simple these days is to do our business online. Now you need to know how it is a process, it is a system, it's not overnight. Your system has started, your process has started. Number one, getting the eyeballs onto that page.
Yes.
Now, how do I strategically post so that people respond to my offering?
Yes.
Those things are taught. Those things are learned. You don't just go and start posting everything and you are just forwarding things from people that don't make sense. Now we all are interested in what you're doing and check your page and thinking, What am I going to get? I don't want to do business with this person.
Mm.
What are they all about? So everything really is about how is this moving me forward? When you post something about Naftaly, from now on, you've got 1,200 people watching.
Yeah.
Don't miss your moments. Remember the call to actions, ne? Remember
Yes,
what
good.
we did. Okay.
I'm on that. There's a
Kenny's
hand.
got his hand
See,
up.
there's a
Yes.
hand, Maggie.
Yes. Hi, Kenny. You can speak. You can unmute yourself.
Hi, love.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
Well,
Good,
yourself.
good, Kenny.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm calling from the UK, Liverpool.
Wow, that's
UK
nice.
house.
I have interest on what my man saying. I don't know how to post my business on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, but I want somebody to teach me how to do that, please.
Okay. All right.
Because he said that he put something on the Facebook and he have so many followers. Very interesting. How can I do that to my own business too? Please, can you teach me? Please, please, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It is going to be on our plan on how to do Facebook ads. It might not be as detailed as what he did, because maybe then, because I think it is going to be time consuming, but we can just do the basics, maybe help somebody to say what you put on a page or something like that. But if you really wanted to get the strategies of how he got it, I'm not sure if he's going to be offering such training, whether it will be paid training, whether it won't be paid training, but there is something that we will do, which is very generic, not very, because it can be quite a detailed subject. It can be quite heavy. But I think the lightweight stuff, about Naftaly, we can look at doing. Like, you need the basics. You need to not have a profile only. You need to convert it to a page. You need to, how do you paste an ad? And I mean, Facebook rejects some of these ads, but if you wanted his deeper strategy, and if they reject your ad because they don't want network marketing on the ads, you have to craft it in such a way that there's certain things you don't say, that they check you out, So we can probably just look at the do's and don'ts. And if anybody wanted then a one-on-one with Naftaly, then he can do that as his business. I'm not sure how he's going to handle that, but I think we will have a session where we cover the basics of how to just be visible on Facebook and how to place an ad. We'll have a quick session on that one of these days. I think there is demand for that. And there's also says that some of us are clueless. Yeah.
What I can say to Kenny for now, she can just visit my page and she just look at how things are looking there.
What's our page of?
Yeah.
You post it in here, please. Have you posted it?
The link.
Yeah, can you put the link on the
chat?
Let me put it here. Then you can just have a look at how the things looks like on that page. And then you can try to copy or put your own content on your page. But what the page we're talking about is not your personal profile. You must have a business page.
Okay.
You can
That's where the training starts.
Yeah, then you start working on that. So let me just put it up in the
chat.
In the chat, then you can visit. Then you have a look at it. And if there is anything that is not clear, you can inbox. And I will try to help you where there is. For now you will get it for free. But later, those who are going to come after 31st December 2023, they will have to pay for that service, because it's not going to be free anymore. Remember that time, I will be charging you per hour.
I don't blame you, Lord.
Yeah, there is the link in the chat. I hope you find it there. Then you can visit that page and then you can learn what is happening there. Some of you'll see there's less jokes there. We're not joking a lot. Even this session now is actually on that page. People are watching on that page as we speak. So the 1,200, they are going to see what we are talking about now. I know some of them will not be able to watch it because for you to watch such a long session, you need to be committed. But if you're committed to attend the funeral for 4 hours, I don't know why you can't attend such sessions that will change your life, even if it will take the whole day. I remember I attended some trainings last year. We were busy for the whole, I think it was 3 days. We start in the morning, we finish at 5 o'clock. And it was for 3 days packed like that. So I had to attend because I paid money to be on those sessions. But people don't value things that are for free, Maggie. That's why I said in the near future, we're going to charge people, because if someone has paid for this session, they will stay here until the end. But because it's for free and it's also on Facebook, they can watch it in their own convenience. People don't value this, what they're getting. But for now, we're counting down. Did you see the countdown, Maggie?
I saw the countdown.
It means something. Those who don't follow that, they will be surprised when we get to zero. When we get to zero, the tables are changing.
They'll be saying, where are these guys? Where are they? Where is the training? Where's Carol? You know? And thank you so much, ma'am.
You can continue, Maggie.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, ma'am. We are going to have very basic training on just to create your from your profile, creating your page, because most of the things you can do on your page, not on your profile. And then you can go into different things on how to run an ad. Okay. And I think most importantly, I mean, Naftaly said, either you've got money or you've got time. Right. So don't think that everything about Facebook you have to pay for. I used to pay for ads quite a lot. And I'm trying to work without the paid ads.
Yes.
I want to see how it's going to work. And you know what inspired me to do that, Naftaly? Jessie Lee.
Yeah.
She said that she's never paid for an ad in her life before.
Yeah. Yes.
And she is the #1 recruiter using social media. So
she's having the time. She's having the time to look at it. So, so remember me, I'm having responsibilities that I am having a lot. And if I can show you my schedule, Maggie, it is packed. I don't, if the only time I will rest is when I'm sleeping, and I don't sleep more than 5 hours. Sure. If I sleep maybe 4 hours is maximum, then I will be up. Then I'm working again. So I don't have the leisure of having time that is in my hands. I'm having so many businesses that I'm doing because I need to get myself free as soon as possible.
And that's critical. You need to know what's gonna work for you. Okay.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So talking about some of the challenges that we had.
Yeah.
What are some of the obstacles you faced during the challenge and how did you overcome them?
Yes. The one I had was actually, I found that the time is going so fast. This power hour time is when you are still, my timer will say already is 15 minutes and I'm still on one thing. Then I said, no, I need to really work on another plan because I'm not going to make it. If I'm going to work like this, it means I'm going to be, then I had to change a bit the way I approach this power hour now. Instead of doing that activity on that 15 minutes, I actually do capturing on the 15 minutes because I could not. If someone respond from my ad, I immediately respond to them to show them to invite them to the physical or to the online meeting. If they cannot watch, they said I'm not going to be able to attend. I share with them the replay to watch it, and then I move on. The time of the power hour, the 15 minutes, I will be capturing those people now on my spreadsheet to say for the 15 minutes, the invitations or those that were contacting me, I add them on my list now. For 15 minutes, I'm adding those prospects. Now, another 15 minutes is those that I've already shared with them the link or show them the plan. I also update that part. Then I go to follow up. I update those that I make follow-ups also because the thing that I will do on the 15 minutes is the follow-up because there, at least now, I already have these people on my on my spreadsheet. Then I go on my spreadsheet. There is a date on my spreadsheet under follow up. So I go and check when was the last time I follow up with this Maggie. Then I go and type a follow-up message, and I share on all of those that in the 15 minutes, I go down systematically with my list, changing the date and sending that message until I'm on the, then my 15 minutes is over, then I stop there. Then I am done for today. So you find that in some days, I will be maybe following up maybe with 15 members or 20. I never went more than 20 because you have to go and check when was the last conversation. What did we talk about when we last spoke? You can't just go and be a generic thing. But it's nice because when you use a spreadsheet and you use also the inbox or messenger on Facebook, it's easy because I just search that name on the search box and the name comes up. Then I click on it. Then I paste the message. So I work smart. I don't want to work hard because I worked hard. It's enough now. It's time to work smart, Maggie.
You've got a system, Abuti. You've got a system. And what I'm liking about creating systems is that when you bring people on board into your business, you are going to teach them a system.
Yes.
You know, so many times we've been hearing people saying that you must duplicate, and you're thinking, what am I duplicating? Now you can tell people the system.
Yes.
This is how you get your prospects. This is how you use your power hour. That is part of your system, right?
Yes.
So when you sit with your team and you are saying, I am training you, you are showing them what you have tried. You've got something tangible to show your team. So if you don't try these things out, you don't have a system to give to your team. Then you can't say you are duplicatable. What are you duplicating? You are stuck in saying, what am I duplicating? You've got a system. You can say, we work with this spreadsheet. During the day, you respond like this in between. So you found a way that if you did not have the power hour, you would not have the time for your admin, that is your actual business. That spreadsheet is your entire business.
Yes.
You know, it's keeping you accountable. It's keeping you up to date. You understand. You can just go look in there and know what's happening in your business.
Yeah.
That is a system that you are going to take to your team. I mean, in 3 months' time, you're going to say, okay, guys, come. This is the system. This is how we're going to do this. I've been doing this for 3 months. Look at my results. Let's do it. Love that. So we are creating systems. So please avail yourself for the training. Try the things out. Rather try and say, this is where I'm struggling. This is what I need to change. If you don't do it, you won't know what to be creating. And if you don't have a system, you do not have value to add to anybody. I mean, this is the powerful thing that we learned also from Jesse Lee.
Yeah.
There are so many people out there offering different things.
Yes.
What makes you unique? Why should people join Naftaly Solutions? Why should they join the business?
Yes.
Now he's going to show them. I'm going to teach you how to do this. I'll do it in an hour. You know, so please just take these things seriously because they are building blocks to you absolutely changing your business. So now, if we talk about our challenges, my challenge was number one, the time. I was depleted. It is a bad time. It's a bad time. I know that I am busy during the day and I need to find an earlier time. It works in some instances, or else if it didn't work, I need to have the discipline to say the next day, I'm going to fit in that hour before that other time. So I need to work on that. And then another thing about doing it so late at night is that people only respond in the morning. And when people respond in the morning, I'm busy during the day. So I need to find a better time for me to do that, right? And just want to quickly go through because we are way, way, way over time. Carol, so you got challenges that you want to share with us? Well, you good.
Challenges that when I said that I started doing the Facebook ads, when I started with single speaking to people one by one, and I thought, man, this system is not working. Then we go back to my page, because then my page, even though I pay, but I get to, do one message that goes to a lot of people. That it's better than a single person every. So that Facebook ad for me, it's nice.
Looks nice. Okay.
Then
So
I
I
can
think
enjoy, yeah, then I can invite people into that place.
yes. I think that is. I'm watching what Naftaly says. I mean, and what he does, especially about bringing people to the page. I had 2 pages. I need to get rid of one because I find myself I'm posting on 2 pages and I'm thinking I need to consolidate. It's yeah. I need to do a bit of reshuffling. So I think we have covered quite a bit. I know we have many more questions, but it's exhausting, right? Even for the people that are watching us. Basically, I think we have made this work for us. I just want to ask one question. I'm just going to jump right to the end, where we say, looking ahead, do you plan to continue implementing the power hour in your business, in your daily, as part of your daily routine?
I am.
If something works, Maggie, why not use it?
I'm
why
in.
why change it? Why change it if it's working? Then it means you don't want to succeed, because if something system is working, then you need to keep on using it. And then I wished we had the whole day to discuss all these questions, because there's so much that we wrote here in terms of.
I think we can because we did the first page. Maybe we can continue. People can give us more feedback. I mean, I think people have seen how we do this and people are probably going to be comfortable in it. We can close it off, because I think all these questions would really add value into helping people to make a decision. So could we park these ones for next week then?
Maybe we can have a part 2. Can have a part 2 next week. Then we
close it off.
We try to finish them off. Then we see, because otherwise we'll be here until it is Women's Day.
Which is okay. So so I think it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. I see a comment on Facebook. Brianna says the power hour is a magical instrument. I absolutely agree with that, especially when you know what you are doing in your hour. And I love what Abu Naftaly has done, crafting it to work for him. When we say prospecting, know what prospecting means to you. And how are you adding value to that particular activity? Because we chose money-making activities, things that are going to bring money into your business, so that you don't work aimlessly and become unproductive. So thank you so much, everybody. We are going to continue. We had a lot of stuff to say. You can see we've got a lot to say, So, but the time is really not on our side. We don't want to keep you for too long. Abu Naftaly, Carol, thank you so much for your time, for your dedication. I know you always show up. You are always there to build the team. We are in this together. And closing remarks, and then we call it for the day.
Thank you very much, Naftaly.
Okay, I just want to say in closure, Maggie, we are a team, and there's no competition here. Yeah, if people can just understand that there is no competition. I was talking to one colleague today at work, and he was asking me, why are people competing like this in a workplace? Then I said to him, there is no reason for competition, because if you take the frog and the fish, you take the frog, you take the fish, and you put them in the water, the fish will never do what the frog is doing.
Yes.
And the frog will never do what the fish is doing. So as human beings, we are different. We are unique. What I do, Maggie will not do, and what Maggie is doing, I might not be able to do it. So if you are going to evaluate me based on the standards of other people, I'm going to get 0. You will give me 0, but that doesn't mean I'm useless, or I cannot do well, because I do well as Naftaly, but you do well as Maggie. So why I'm saying that is because some people, when they come on this platform, they say, I'm not good enough. I don't think I can do well. I cannot be speaking so free like they are doing. What we are speaking now, some people don't believe that it is true. They don't think we are legitimate. They think we are we're not the real people. But if they want to see if we are real, then they need to call us. Then we speak over the phone, because they say everything these days is AI, is artificial intelligence. Maybe there's this robot. It looks like he's wearing a cap and it's recorded, that he can speak and convince people to believe in us. So if people don't believe that we are real people, let them wait until they see us in Texas, like Vivian was there. Some people, they only realize now that this is real when they see Vivian in that other side. Then they say, I wish I could be there. And some people, they even say, maybe I saw today when she shared a post on I think it was Facebook, of a family that she was invited to their house, and someone said on that thing, they said, I like to know about that, what that family is doing. It's not about the system or the opportunity that you're gonna succeed. It's about you. So it doesn't matter which industry you're going to go. If you don't increase, you will never make it. That's all from my side, Maggie.
Thank you so much, Naftaly. Thank you so much. Very insightful and inspirational words. And I know when he speaks with authority. So you heard, right? You heard. I heard that voice that was coming out. Anyway, we usually you hear that voice, ne? When it comes out, you know. You know, when that voice comes out. Yeah. Yes, Carol, how do you close off? So before we close off, let's just read what people are saying on Facebook. I'm just looking on Facebook. Bulani says, yeah, no, we do need to consolidate. Bulani says, thank you. And Noloiso said, we are blessed to have leaders like you who are able to show the impossible. Thank you. Oh, it is such a pleasure. Okay, up to you, close to you. Over to you, Oscar.
Yeah, it's because of that voice, eh? Thank you. Thank you for tonight's session. And I just want to encourage the ones that think that those ones that think that this is difficult. It's actually not. You know, when we start showing up, when we start, you know, attending trainings and, you know, being there for all these invites that we, whether it's Ghana, whether it's Nigeria, as long as you come here, you will be able to see how things will change for your business. Because I don't want to lie, I've read a lot since we started building back from scratch. And we you know, even when we prospect and people don't come back to us, like I there's something that motivates me is, even if you're not going to respond to me today, one day you will remember that post and you will find me. Yes, that's what motivates me. So I know my why. You might laugh today, but one day you will remember that, man, this woman once sent me like in a cat court. You will search for me and I won't be searching for you anymore. Thank you. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. See you again, same time next week. And we've got a session again on Thursday. Also, show up for your business. Part of the power hour is showing the business. That is the second 15 minutes. So if you do not present, it's okay. We are here to do it on your behalf. This is Women's Month. So we've got Maggie and Carol and Leah who are going to be presenting their business on your behalf. All you need to do in your power hour, in the 15 minutes of showing the business, is invite people to the Thursday session. The invitations have gone out, the posters have gone out. Please go out and invite people, and we will see you on Thursday. Good night.
Good night.
Night. Bye.
Nice. Thank you.